and have fun, and now she doesn't want to, and she did it, and then you treat them differently like you're not even friends at all. And I think that's the thing, is that a lot of people don't know how to morph with the changes that happen in our lives as we maybe settle down, we graduate college, or we get a career, or we have children or get married, or even our kids grow up and get older and move out, we have grandkids. Like, people don't morph and roll with the flow of how things change and still maintain the friendship. Like you said, they're still stuck in the past. Like, that's my party girl, and, oh, we can't party anymore, so I'm not even going to bother calling her at all. And then, boom, the friendship is gone because nobody even tried. I always liken it to like a garden. Every relationship that you have is like planting a seed in your garden. I don't think there's a person out there, especially if there is a professional horticulturist out listening in our audience, that would say you just plant a seed and then walk away. Of course you got to water it and feed it and de-weed the garden if you want that thing to grow.
That's right. That's right. Amen.
So on that note, amen.
We'll be right back. We're going to hear some Tyru with Fresh, and Sue and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
We're not finished yet.
Nope.
As I get older, smarter but wiser, I don't hold back, I get beside you. Please don't look away, cause I might surprise you. I got a true look, I am a true brand. Before we can do a thing, I need a few bands. Spare me your petty thoughts, cause I got a new plan. If I can't get away, then it's your move, fam. But I don't hesitate when we don't resonate. Capiche or renovate, got me a new space, and I might just throw some bars. I feel like I'm throwing darts, to bring intervention, divine intervention. What's up with the lynching and all the ass kissing? I thought that you missed it since I was your distance. You might just need a break, I might just need a fade. I'd rather your first hate than all of your late love. I'm in a great state, regardless, create love. Born in November, this artist was starving. Now it's November, this artist got harvest. I just manifest, not for the dead or less, cause that might be second best. His revenue never less, and handle their very best. So I don't owe you nothing, and I don't want nothing except I own me. Respect I owe me, and no, not owe me, cause I just told me from the top to my toes feet, I'm hungry, I'm gon' eat, and I don't know no better, and I don't know whoever, and I don't want remember. It's better you stay back, way in the way back, like gummy your wave cap. For money I make back, no money then stay black. There's always another summer, yeah, there's always another summer. So clean, fresh, so clean, fresh, so clean. As I get older, smarter but wiser, decisions are final, opportunities find you. No need for a lineup when you're the designer. No need for reminders, check the people beside you. Forever I levitate, so keep your inheritance. It's only a clear debate, so let me illuminate. Swinging these verbal swords is bringing these open swords that constantly bring results. Put your face to a swinging door or jump off a swimmer's board. Don't come to me immature, we cut from a different cloth. No walls around me, the last of a dying breed. The aroma that I piss, my closing your eyelids, like open your visors. No need for reminders, I'ma do me to be honest. Don't need a huge team, but you can sign up. I'm in my climate and still inclining, shooting like a star, asteroid, or a comet. Whatever you're inquiring, buddy, I ain't buying. Only time for rhyming, dropping this hot vomit. Bosses be the janitor, only that they disguising. Yeah. So clean, fresh. So clean, fresh. So clean, fresh. So clean. Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna move. Do what you gotta do. Do what you wanna move. Do what you gotta move if you wanna, just to get your foot in the door. Do what you gotta move if you wanna, just to get your foot in the door. So clean, fresh. So clean, fresh. So clean, fresh. So
birthday twin. I thought I was going to reach you. I just wanted to say happy birthday. It's that time again, 11:03. Just know that I love you loads. And cheers to 28 new beginnings. Love you, kiddo.
All right. That was Tyrone with Fresh. I meant to play Shay Dada, but I forgot who was there. But anyway, we'll catch him another time. We're back. Welcome back to the show with That's Real Talk, our 2-hour new time for the third Monday on each month. And you know what? This is going to be good come winter time because you can crawl up, you can come home from work, okay, kick off your shoes. That's if you're in the same time zone. Depends on what time you get off of work. Cuddle up with your glass of wine or your hot chocolate or your hot tea or your cup of coffee or something and listen to us talk.
Yeah. About juicy, real stuff that affects us all.
Yes. Yes. So, going on.
So what else you got for me?
Okay,
yeah, what else you got? I mean, this friendship stuff, this is deep stuff, man.
The next scenario. This is the next scenario. Your friend finally gets a man. You know how bad she wanted a man. She finally gets a man. Next thing you know, she's not hanging out with you anymore. Okay? Either by choice or she has a man that says, I don't like your friend. The same friend that you met him with. And y'all all had a good time and kicked it. Now he sees how close you and your friend is, and he's jealous. He's jealous. So he no longer wants you to hang out with that friend. So what happens is because you think that this is going to be a lasting relationship, you eventually let go of all your friends, and then you isolate yourself. Now, I know that, you know, that can go many different avenues, but we're going to try to stick with this main one avenue. So you isolate yourself, and then when something happens, he's not in your life anymore, or you catch him cheating, or you find out he's just not the person that you thought he was, for whatever reason, and that can go many avenues too, but you find yourself alone, hurt, and you don't have a friend to talk to because you've isolated everybody away from you. So how do you deal with a possessive relationship wherein he doesn't want you to have anybody in your life, not friends, family, nobody, but him?
Ooh, juicy stuff. Okay, so this is a twofold because the first part of the scenario was because she finally found a man, or let's say it's a guy and he finally found a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So they finally found a partner. Well, you know what? I actually had that happen. Remember I said I have two best friends. And my best friend of 27 years, unfortunately, sadly, went through a divorce. I say unfortunately, sadly, because, you know, it's still a rough thing for anybody, right? But they were not growing together anymore, and, you know, they're good people, and they love each other still, and they care about each other. And she found somebody else, and she stepped into that power for herself, right? She's happy, and she's herself, and he uplifts her and helps her be the best version of herself, and she helps him be the best version of himself. Has that affected, in all honesty, which she might be listening, I love you, babe, if you are, has that affected our ability to have time together only because we've let it affect our ability? You know what I mean? Like, he is not possessive at all, so he's not that other half of that scenario. He's not possessive at all. He's not the jealous type. He's not insecure that way. He's a good guy. They're good together. And so we make time that is a little less abundant for us because we're both busy, right? They're busy with things in their life, and I'm busy with things in my life. Whereas before, when you have somebody who's kind of unhappy, whether they're alone or they're in a loveless marriage that they want to get out of but they haven't gotten out of it yet, or they're in a loveless relationship that they haven't broken up yet, there's more time because they're lonely and they're not so happy, and so they're relying on their friends more. So then maybe the friends are together more often, right? But then when they find that partner, Well, God, that's to be expected. You know, they're getting to know each other. They're enjoying each other. They're enjoying life together. They're on that journey together, and so they're going to spend time together. And as long as the people don't get hurt about that, like, oh, she's picking him over me, or he's picking her over me, like, as long as people don't get hurt by that, or if they do get hurt, they talk about it, it'll be fine. But now, the juicy other scenario. Oh, that's a whole topic in itself. And like Lina said, we're going to stick to one avenue of it because me being a therapist, I definitely could go down many routes on this one. All right. He's possessive and jealous. So, I'm gonna have a hard time staying on topic here. Okay. All right. Come on, take a breath.
I'll pull you back. I'll pull you back. If you start drifting, I'll pull you back. Okay.
This is a tough one because the human in me, not just the therapist, but the person who loves people, wants people to stand in their own power. And what I mean is to do what makes you happy. So if I have a friend who is truly happy with this person, even if I think they're possessive and jealous and insecure and controlling and dangerous for them, it's not my life. It's their life. So I have to honor the fact that my friend, I can talk to them and tell them what I see or what I think or what I feel, but it's going to be their choice. And so if they stay with this person, male or female, and that person ends up being really controlling and possessive and says, I don't like your friends, I don't want you hanging around your friends, you can't be with anybody else, I just want you to be with me, and my friend is happy that way, I have to let my friend do that. Because no matter what I say or do, they're not going to listen to me anyway, right? They're in love. They're with that person. Maybe they're insecure. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they're worried about being alone. Maybe they're more afraid of being alone. And so they would rather be with that person and have, even if it's a controlled life, than be lonely and be alone. So I have to honor that in my friends. So for me personally, Lina, if my friend then turned around and called me a year down the road, when she realized, let's call it a female, let's call it a her, and say she realized that this guy wasn't the right one for her, or she just had enough, or she was done, or he walked away, or whatever, even though we hadn't spoken in a year, I wouldn't write her off and say, well, sorry, you blew off our friendship a year ago, and I've had no contact with you, and now you're calling me when you need me. I would be there for her and say, like, how can I help? But a lot of people wouldn't do that.
No questions asked. No questions asked. That's it.
No questions asked, because I have to honor the fact that that's her choice. Now, if it's dangerous, which is a whole other scenario that we're not going to get into, but we may one day on a show, but if it's dangerous, I would be relentless. I wouldn't care if she was pissed at me. I wouldn't care if he threatened me or she or whatever, if it's male and female, roles reversed. If my friend is in a dangerous situation and I see danger happening, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I am not going to let it go, and I'm going to keep on them until I get that person away from that person if it's a dangerous situation. But if it's not dangerous and they're just controlling, which controlling is emotional abuse too, and it can be dangerous also, but if she's happy and making her own choice to stay, what am I going to do? Go show up at their doorstep all the time and go, hey, you jerk, you can't stop me from being friends with her, as she's sitting there begging and pleading with me to go away because she doesn't want to lose him? How is that helpful to my friend? You know, I mean, that would not be very honoring of what my friend wants, even if I think my friend's an idiot.
So being respectful of that space that she wants. Understanding.
Well, I mean,
and I think it's a matter in which, people do it, too. I mean, if she's doing it with tact or she's just dismissing it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If she's let's say, okay, let's not role play here, but let's say, again, let's use you and me just because we're on the phone, right? I mean, we're on the air. Let's say you're in a possessive situation and I see that it's dangerous but not physically dangerous to your life. I see it's emotionally dangerous for you, it's emotionally abusive, and I see my friend diminish